Chernobyl in a nutshell today. So, you may have heard of the Chernobyl disaster of 1986 in April. This was a nuclear meltdown that caused reactor number 4 at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant to unfortunately explode and spreading radiation all across Europe. So I'm going to explain that in a nutshell today. So, it was the night shift on April 26th, 1986. So the Soviet government, which is known as Russia today, and the surrounding countries, they ordered a test of their nuclear reactors to see how it would serve in a power outage with the diesel generators. So anyway, they had to get the power low enough to start the test. But then they got it too low, and then which the RBMK reactor cores like this, they didn't work right they were very unstable at low power. So therefore, when they pressed the emergency shutdown button, also known as AZ5, SCRAM is also what it's referred to as, which puts all the control rods into the reactor to stop fission, the nuclear fission where it creates steam and energy. But therefore, that was an issue, a big issue, the reason it happened. So what accelerates the reaction is graphite. That's what the control rods were tipped with, and they got stuck, causing a surge in power going up too quickly, and it exploded, and many people died, which isn't good. And who is at fault for this? Well, many people can be blamed for this, but I blame two parties for this. One person and then one government party. So the person potentially to be blamed for this would be Anatoly Dyatlov, who ordered the test to be carried out and forced the entire control room team to raise the power. He said, "Raise the power," like that, and then that's how it went kabloom. You may have seen the Chernobyl episode, the Chernobyl HBO miniseries. You'll get some better like entertainment out of it. This is just explaining it in a nutshell. So, and then they had to go empty valves with water to get water into the reactor core that wasn't there anymore. So this is what Petrovoschenko, the guy who saw the explosion, saw the reactor caps going up, he said, "There is no coal." So when you hear that, when you're in a nuclear power plant, you're gonna want to freak out. You're probably gonna freak out. So that's what happened. And then they had to call firefighters to put out the fire. They thought it was no big deal. It was just a fuel tank or something, and it was no big deal. And the people were getting really sick because of the radiation. They thought, and then they just thought, oh, it's just some low radiation from the fuel tank. Little did they know, their entire reactor core just went kabloom. This is what happened to the core. See, the reactor caps are going up and down, those little blocks. Those are the fuel rod caps. And that's what happened. It's very sad, and they're still suffering from it today. There's the Chernobyl exclusion zone, which I may go visit one day, but I'm most likely not, because lots of radiation. It's very dangerous. But this is what it looked like before the entire explosion happened, the town. And it was a nice town, but now look, it's abandoned. So, yeah. Anyway, that's that. And that's Chernobyl in a nutshell.